Hi, this is Dave Harrison from Chip and Pin Solutions, and welcome to this video tutorial for our new campaign module for Mii-Promo. All Mii-Promo customers will have access to this new module through the portal, and I'm just going to log in, which you can see brings us to the activity and revenue page, which you'll be used to. On the left hand side, you see all the usual options available in the menus. However, at the bottom you'll see this new campaign module that's been added. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new campaign just by clicking here, and that takes us into the first screen. Now this shows the progress bar at the top and all 8 stages that we're going to need to take in order to launch a campaign. Now that might initially sound long-winded, but actually each one of these sections is quite short, and the first one is just to name the campaign, so we'll do that now. Now I'm going to call this one a complimentary afternoon tea. Afternoon tea, there we go. And now that we're happy with the name of the campaign, we're just going to click on next. Now this takes us to the next stage, which is deciding how this campaign is going to be marketed to our customers. So we've got 3 different options available to us. Now, dependent on your subscription may determine which of these options you choose. So the first one is email, excuse me, which is completely free of charge. You've then got SMS, which sends text messages to our customers. Now, of course, this is going to be dependent on the amount of text messages you have available in your subscription. If you've run out or you need additional text message credits, that can be added through the settings menu just down here, and they're available to buy in bundles. And then we've also got email and SMS option, which of course is going to be the most productive and get the best return rate, because we'll be able to contact customers in both ways. However, for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to choose just email. Now, stage 3 is where we can choose to attach a voucher. Now, it might be that we don't want to attach a voucher or a discount. We might just want to communicate a change in the business, in which case we can just click on next. However, in this instance, we are offering a complimentary afternoon tea, so we do need to add a reward. So we'll just toggle this button here. And you can see we're now presented with a number of different options. The first one is how are we going to discount? So do we want to offer a discount percentage, which is already pre-selected for us? Do we want to offer a discount value, or do we want to provide a gift? Now, in this particular circumstance, we're offering a specific product, so we're going to choose gift, and that's going to be a complimentary afternoon tea. Now, to save time, I suppose you could cut and paste here, but I'm manually typing. Next is the voucher conditions. Now, obviously, we don't want to be just giving away our products and services. We want to encourage more people to come in, spend more money, or visit more often. So in this case, I've worked out that if we're giving away an afternoon tea, we need to sell at least 1 more in order to make a profit. So we're going to make that the condition. So complimentary afternoon tea for you when you visit with 1 or more full paying guests. Oops. There we go. So this means that this customer will receive a complimentary afternoon tea as long as they bring at least 1 friend with them that pays for their afternoon tea. Hopefully they'll bring more friends. Now, underneath there are a number of different options that we can add on to that. So for example, here we've got cumulative. Now we might want to make this voucher a condition of them spending a total amount of money, so be it say 50 or 100 pounds before we give them the complimentary tea. That's not the case in this instance. We might need more information. So if you're one of the customers that's lucky enough to have one of our new PAX terminals that allows the customer to opt in via the terminal itself, you'll only have a phone number for them. So we need them to update their profile and provide an email address. So actually we're going to click on here, complete profile, as a condition of this voucher being issued. Next is the validity period. Now, it may be that we only want to run this for a particular day, or it might be that we want to run it for a long period of time. So we can choose either a specific day, we can choose a number of days, or in this particular circumstance, I want to run this promotion for a month so I get maximum exposure and get as much data back for all my members that have joined through the terminal. So I'm just going to click on here. And you can see here we've got from and to. So if we click in the window, it'll then bring up the pop-up calendar, and we'll choose the 1st of May, and we'll run that through to the end of May now, because this is in 4-week cycles. We just need to move across to June, and then we can select the 31st. There we go. So that's now an offer that's going to run for a month. It does mean that the customer will need to update their profile before they're able to claim, and they do need to come in with at least one or more full paying guests. So I'm happy with that. So we'll just click on next. Now the next stage is to choose what this voucher is going to look like, and this is where the templates come in handy, because you might be, for example, selling burgers or fast food, but it might be that you're sending out an invite for a dessert. It might be that you're a fine dining restaurant, but you're going to offer some flowers. So you might choose an entirely different template, even though it's set up in specific shop format. In this particular instance, we are going to choose the pastry shop, so we're just going to click on here. And this brings us now to where we're going to build the campaign itself. So if I click on the right hand side here, you'll see there's actually a preview. So this is what the voucher looks like at the moment. So this is how the customer would see it on their phone. And we can see we've got the name of the shop here, what we're going to offer, and any news updates. All of this is standard blurb, but that we're now going to modify anyway. So we just shrink that back up. The first thing it asks for is, how do we want this to arrive at the customer's email address? What do we want the subject to be? So in this case, we're just going to call it Delisa's News. And you can see here now it wants an introduction. So we'll click on here, delete this bit. There are formatting options, so you can put it bold, italics, underline, etc. We're not going to use any formatting options, we're just going to send it out as is. But we're just going to write a quick bit of blurb here. So Delisa's are proud to announce proud to announce the launch of our new afternoon teas. I'm just going to leave it. Oops. There we go. We're just going to leave it as is there. So we'll save that information. There we go. And if we look at the preview now, you can see that's been updated on our template voucher. We're now going to put in some more specific information. So first of all, the name of the shop. And the reason we do this is if we're sending it out by text, how it's going to appear on the text message. Rather than showing a phone number, it will show the name of the business. So we'll just select that one and save. Next is the image that we want to arrive on the voucher. And as you can see at the moment, it's preset with this kind of strawberry flan. If we want to upload our own, all we need to do is click on select image. It then has a pick an image option. Just click on the plus button and we can choose a new image from our library and upload it to the system. I'm not going to do that in this instance. I'm just going to use the standard. Next is the actual offer description or news. So we're going to modify this here, and we're just going to change this so that it matches the offer that we've chosen, which is a complimentary afternoon tea. It's then going to need the conditions. Okay, when you visit with one or more full paying guests. You see this bit's got auto correction. That one is valid, as we said, until the 31st of May. So we'll just update that there as well. 18, lovely, and save that. And again, if we click on here, we can see the preview. That's all updated now, and this is the voucher part of the offer that's going out. We then need to update the information about the store itself. Now, the only reason this isn't pre-populated is the same system that our marketing team use, so it needs to be available for us to edit. So we're just going to change this now. Modify, there we go. So that's Delisa's. We're open from Monday to Saturday, and we're open till 7:30. So let's change that as well. There we go, 7:30. Let's pop in the address. 7 Howard Street, Bedford, MK40 3HS. The website. Oops, there we go. And then finally the phone number. Oops, just do that individually. 1234353280. Great stuff. So save that. Now again, just double check it on here. That's all updated. Now, of course, as I say, if you want to change the formatting, you can. I'm just going to leave that as standard. And if we then want to see how that will physically arrive in our inbox, we can just send that a test email. So if I just click on there. Now, once the test email has been sent, you see you get a little green message bar at the top just saying that that's been confirmed. So if I check my inbox, that'll be there now. We now need to choose who this campaign is going to go out to. Now, again, we can do this in different ways. So we can actually send that out to contacts that are not enrolled. So this might be where you've uploaded a database of contacts to the system and you're trying to get them to join your loyalty program before GDPR kicks in. You've then got new customers. Now, this is selected via a scroll bar here. So we can choose, for example, customers that have joined us, joined the loyalty program between 30 and 90 days, or we can choose 0 to 30 days. And you see, as I change this, it changes the amount of emails that are going to be sent out. And if we do it for the past 30 days, we're only going to send out 7 emails. So chances of us actually getting anybody in off the back of this email are fairly slim. We need to hit more numbers. So we can then also choose everybody if we prefer, and you can see here we've got 213 members. That's a significant number. So we can send that out and all 213 will receive the email. With current conversion rates, you would hope to get somewhere between 20 and 40 customers to come in off the back of this, because we normally work on a 20% conversion rate. Next, we can choose target according to activity. Now, this is where we can say that anybody that's not been in the business for a certain period of time is targeted. So if this is more of a win back offer, we could say that anybody that's not been in for 5 to 6 months is sent the offer. There we go. And that will send out 25 emails. Again, with the conversion rates as they are, I'll probably maybe get 2 customers off the back of that, possibly 4. So from that, again, we're going to choose something different. And I'm going to send this to my best customers. Now, we can do this either on value. So customers that have spent over a specific amount of money, or we can choose it on the amount of visits. So in terms of amount, if I, for example, just type in £100 here, you can see that immediately reduces the amount of emails I'm going to send to 19. So I might want to amend that. However, I'm going to do it on visits. I want to encourage my very loyal customers to come in. So I'm going to say basically any customer that's been in to see me at least 8 times within the past 12 months. And you see there, 32 emails going to be sent out. So I'm hoping maybe to generate 7 or 8 afternoon teas off the back of this. So if I click on next, it's then going to ask me, when do I want this campaign to launch? Now, I could launch it on the 1st, which of course is the first day it's going to go live. But realistically, I want to give people a couple of days notice. So I'm going to actually send that out on the Friday. And we can then choose the time that we want this email to go out as well. Now, I don't really want to send it during work hours. And to be fair, because we don't want to send emails out at unsociable hours either, your time is limited between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. So in this particular circumstance, I'm going to choose 6 p.m. as the time to send out my email. That way, most people have finished work once it comes out. Once we're happy with all of this, we'll just need to confirm the launch. So we'll click on there. And you can see now that campaign is now active, a little message bar at the top confirming that. So that campaign's been saved. So if we go to saved campaigns now, You can see here, complimentary afternoon tea. It's going out to our best customers. We're going to send out a notification on April the 27th at 6 o'clock, and it's programmed in, ready to go. Now, if this, for example, still needed to be edited and we hadn't confirmed, it would show up as draft. You've then got a number of different options at the end here, so we can just preview. Now, the advantage of this button is that if you've stacked 7, 8, 9, 10 promotions for the whole year, you might have forgotten by the time it's about to launch which one it is that you're about to send out. So you can go in and preview any of the offers that you've put in place, and obviously everything that we've sent to the customer is here for us to see. We've then also got the option to disable that offer. Now, it might be that we need to tweak it and change some of the conditions. We may just decide that we want to temporarily put it on hold. So if I press disable, you see that's now converted it back to draft. And from that, we can just click on that and go in and edit it, and then just save the date again, as we did in the previous example. Now, in some cases, you might just want to get rid of this particular offer straight off the bat, and if that's the case, you've got the option to delete the campaign. So if you don't want it anymore, it's easy enough, just click on delete and that's it, it's gone. So that's pretty much it for the campaigns module. I hope you found it useful, and I look forward to seeing some really great results from you. Thank you.